For over 2 years, we tried recreating Bloodborne inside Minecraft, only to realize Minecraft couldn't handle our mod anymore. But that was 8 months ago, and we sacrificed everything to get something even better.
God damn, bro. Oh my god.
What was that sacrifice? Well, to understand, everything started when I discovered one game.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
All that work, all that time, just to shut it off, man.
So I might have to redo it.
Now, before the mod, the project, and everything, back before the plague, Bloodborne was my very first Souls game, and the impact it had on me was immense. From the fever dream-like world, the hunt, the beautiful accent,
A hunter must hunt.
a hunter must hunt. Everything about it shaped me to, love the whole world of Gothic. And I wanted like-minded people to experience the same world. But there was a problem. You see, Bloodborne is exclusive to PlayStation, and it's been over a decade since, without any new remasters, recreates, or anything. And I thought it was a waste, man. So I wanted to do something about this. And I had an idea.
Make a Minecraft mod.
Since I knew how to make stuff in Minecraft, why not just make it? Well, that's what I did by building a whole city of Central Yarnum. And with the help from many talented people, we finally made a Bloodborne mod. And to be honest, I thought we were almost done until I realized there were so many problems. Problems that required deep understanding of programming, and we couldn't fix that. And to be honest, in hindsight, all was a mess. We had no plan from the beginning, and it wasn't good. So I decided to reboot the entire project. Basically, take knowledge from the previous mod to make a new and better one. Now, I wanted to keep going, but I couldn't do it alone. So if you're a programmer and you know Java or C++, please skip to this timestamp, because I met a person who would go out of his way to break Minecraft's limitations, making modding fun and easy for everyone. And so we need your help. But how did I get here? Or even, who did I meet? Well, that person was none other than Bardo. Hey, Bardo.
Hey, what's up?
Do you want to join my Minecraft mod?
Java? Nah, I'm good, thanks.
I think you're misunderstanding. You will join my Minecraft mod, right? Now, after Bardo happily joining our mod project... Wait, what the f... That's not what happened. Anyways, in hindsight, meeting Bardo completely turned the table, because he will go out of his way to, build systems like these. HUDs, controllers, blood gem generator, free cam. He's crazy, man, because he also made a tool that exports Minecraft buildings directly into Blender.
Hello, this is Bardo speaking. It's midnight, and I'm being held at gunpoint to record this video. I am showing you the tool to export the map from Minecraft to Blender. I set the coordinates of the map here. I have 10 FPS because the performance in Minecraft is truly awesome. I will press export now. This is the part where you cut. Okay, it's done. Hold on, I need to get back into my victim voice. As you can see, the map has exported. I will close Minecraft. And this is the output. And I can open this in Blender. You probably need to cut here again because this is gonna take like half a year. Aha! The map has imported. Shut it! You need to cut all this out, This is all on you. So here is the whole map. I hope I can go sleep now. Good night.
And after making so many stuff, at this point, there were a ton of things and it was all over the place. And you know what? What if we combined everything into one tool? A platform like Unity or Unreal. Except it works inside Minecraft. That was an editor. Imagine building an entire game. Cutscene system, placing enemies, writing interaction, without any limitations. And you know what? That sounds so fucking fire. Therefore, over the next year, we've made a ton of features, which we can break down into 3 main components. The first one was the UI system, which can do this. Second, rendering engine, a mesh system. And one of the main features for that is you can make something in Blender and then put that in Minecraft as a mesh model, which is great because that allows us to, create any shape without Minecraft's limitations. And last, Lua scripting, which is really cool because if you want to write a system to make bosses or control all commands, we got you, bruh. There were also working in progress stuff like entity management, audio, and node scripting. Along that, we were also planning some new stuff like AI systems, physics, and in-game full map editing. And this was really cool, but as everything was progressing, there was a problem. You see, since we planned to make the editor compatible with as many mods as possible, we were limited. And we found ourselves fighting the engine at every turn, trying to work around Minecraft's limitations. And the problem here was that we didn't have enough time. So to put it, basically what's happening is that the scope is too big, we had to do too many rerouting, and what did the critical damage was there's not enough time. So for a solution, we tried finding other experienced programmers, but no one had that time either. But we kept trying everything. Bart was the only one working on this, and we had no choice. That's where we made the hardest decision. We had to shut it down. Man. Goodbye, editor. All that work, all that time, just to shut it off, man. Sometimes stepping back is the only way forward. Now, since then, we needed a break. And during that time, we found many things that re-sparked the motivation. But we also found some problems. And one of the challenges that we faced was the way I modeled. You see, I was using Blockbench to create shapes and replace those with existing Minecraft blocks, packing it as a texture pack. But this was a huge problem when you're building with that. Because let's say you made a structure. Well, since the models aren't cubes, they cannot be optimized. Meaning, every model causes lag. And while only, a couple buildings is fine, when you build a whole city with that, you get this. Oh my god, bro. What the f***? This is unplayable. We made Bloodborne on PC, 2 FPS. So we needed to find a solution so that, the world won't lag. And we already had one that I wouldn't like. Every building, every object, every texture I made, all of it were built under Minecraft's limited bubble. That meant the entire map was f***ed. And you know what? That leads to one answer. If I wanted this to work, I will have to redo everything. Great! Let me jump out of the window. Now, yeah, if I did this, well, we could have total freedom with each individual building, while, keeping them optimized. But you might wonder, how do we add them? Wasn't the editor closed? Like, you guys made a mesh system, like, you can't use that, right? Bardo?
Hello?
What? How do we add them?
Oktoberfest.
What? Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means, but it sounds good. So redoing everything to us was very important, and that was going to require me to learn Blender. My god! And so began the 2-month journey. So the plan was simple. Start with modeling the buildings, and when that's done, put it in game and pray it works. Pray in freestyle, or so they say. Now, there's a total of 18 buildings, and the first week was horrible. You see, normally I would model smaller things, and with many pieces, I would build a structure in Minecraft. But modeling an entire building, well, Blockbench didn't like that. Oh my god, stop lagging, stop. It's looking good so far. Oh my god, stop! What is it doing? But you know what? That didn't stop me from building. So while I did this for the first 3, when I was about to work on the next one, I got a message. Okay, this one done. 1, 2, 3, done. Let's make another one. The next one. Let's do it. You got it to work, Bardo? Wait, I want to test it. They're entities. Okay. Oh, it's a block. Bro! It looks a lot better in game. Look at that. Holy sh! The detail, man. It's working. I want to see this one too. Dude, that's sick. It looks way better than the cross textures. God damn. Even the apartment too. You see this? I can now build whatever I want, man. Without any restrictions. The diagonal roofs, the extra little details here and there, the non-flat pinnacles, now 3D. I see potential. Wait a minute. What's that? What is this? What the What is that? What is that? Wait, I've seen this before. What the heck? What is going on with those shadows? Oh no, wait, hold on. This is bad. What the hell? Bardo? What's going on? Nah, our fix, you say? Well, let's just make our own shaders. But none of us knew anything about shaders. But fortunately, I was able to contact Tatsu, the creator of BSL shaders, and he was kind enough to help Band-Aid fix the problem for now. Which, you know, it looks good, there's no problems. Yeah, there's no more. It looks nice. The shadows aren't like going crazy anymore. Okay, good. But as what Bardo says too, we still need a real fix though. So if you know anything about shader packs or, you know, cascaded shadow maps, please reach out. Now, with the buildings working in game, the plan was simple. While Bardo was working on the, you know, the new mesh mod, I would try to finish all the buildings and it will be good. Therefore, over the next 2 weeks, I would model 6 buildings. Starting with this, a clock tower, 2 houses, and 2 more structures. But right before I was about to work on the next one, I couldn't handle it anymore. The more I made, the more laggy it got. I needed something that suited this work. An app that can, you know, handle large modeling and also has enough tools to work with. And I already knew where this was going. Welcome to Blender. There's no lag, there's a ton of tools.
A million tools, thank you.
And it's
Oh,
good.
wow.
This was huge. Not only it's smooth, but modeling was insanely easier and fun to do. Bro, that's so easy to move. What the heck? So with that, I tried making one of the most 2 intricate buildings in this game. Starting with this one. Oh ho ho, let's do this. Now, I wanted to start with making this building. A tower with a decked loggia. But at first, I didn't know where to start because there's a ton of complicated designs and I didn't know how to make them. So I chose the most easiest part, starting from the bottom and gradually building my way up. And finally, I finished the modeling with a cool little design for the entrance. Lovecraft, yes. And with that, this building is done. Dude, I love it. It looks so cool, man. Now, after finishing the 2, I wanted a small break, and during that time, I decided to redo this iron gate. And this is when I would make a discovery that changed everything. So I brought this into the following buildings. Instead of making one building at a time, I'll start with, you know, roughly model the shape, and if it looks good enough, I will then polish the structure by adding details, and finally, to finish the modeling, texture. This made everything a lot easier, and therefore, I was able to finish all 5 buildings within 3 days. Damn, bro, that used to take like 2 weeks. Now with that, let's do a comparison. In Bloodborne, this is what the original buildings look like, next to Minecraft versions, and now, the refined ones. They look fabulous. We're done. Finally, after 2 months of redoing all buildings, the modeling was over. This took me so much time to do, but look at that, bro. That looks really cool. Ew, yeah. Oh. But look, small 2 houses with the chimney. Now there's no more gaps. Compact, tight, and sexy. Sheesh. Damn, bro. Yeah, this one too. Yeah, Gilbert. Can talk to Gilbert, man. Can love Lovecraft, man. Look at the design. It was so hard to do this. Meanwhile, on YouTube, people are being like, when's the next video? Sorry. Took so much time to make all these. The roof was the most exciting and fun part about this. I really enjoyed making that. I can't see. Show me. Yeah, those. This one too. This was one of the interesting things making. I especially enjoyed making the gables. these things. I don't know what these are called, but they look sick. Battlements, I think. Yeah, I made it this little balcony just for fun, you know. This was interesting making. Like, you don't see these kind of roofs in Yarnum. Finally, this building. It looks amazing. Thinking now, I think it's a little too big. You know, the game version is supposed to be smaller, so I might have to redo it. That's 18 buildings in total. 18. 2 months. It was worth it. I'm just dying. But we're not done yet, because we can't place in the map. You know why? Well, the map is fucked. Well, a solution for this would be for me to place everything in Blender and just put it in Minecraft, but there's another problem. Well, like I said before, the map is using the old texture pack, and that causes lag. So instead, I'll just make the whole map in Blender. And therefore, for the next week, I would model 2 bridges, 3 wall variants, iron bars, a stone gate, and finally 2 giant foundations. And with that, we got a template, bruh. Okay, I think we're ready to, you know, test it in game. We have all the buildings. Well, we have the wall. Added some more decorations to here. Overall, more detail to the environment. Added more buildings. Added the clock tower that I made a long time ago, finally in use. Okay, let's test it. Let's compare the performance, the old one and the new one. Okay, so starting with the old one, settings are 10 chunks, and it's so laggy. 10 FPS. That's ridiculous. And it's not rendering everything. Damn. Okay, let's check out the new one. Okay, so we're in the new map. Let's first check out the performance. Okay, so first of all, it is 10 chunks. Everything's the same settings. Let's go outside. It looks... it already looks so much better. Damn. Also check the performance too. It is stable. It is really good. Despite there being more than 4 million vertices is an absurd number, and it's not supposed to be like that, because when we make this, it's going to be under 1 million or so, and it still handles it really well. I'm surprised, man. Okay, well, let's take a tour. We have ourselves the item. I mean, at first, I really thought, I had no idea where I was going with this project, and I was dead. Seriously, I was dead. I didn't know what to do. But then I met Bardo, and goddamn, the rest is now like this. Wow. I'm so happy. And we're finally here, man. After all that time, losing 1 year of work, the editor, and also realizing that the entire map was causing so much lag. I was like, man, I have to redo everything? What? And look at this. This is 1 million times better than what we had before. This is beautiful, man. And it was absolutely worth it. But while all this looks cool, we're just getting started. Because we are building a tool that will make modding Minecraft fun and easier without dealing with any limitations. And so far, Bardo made an app using C++, which basically lets you create and edit game assets. And to put it into Minecraft, we will need a mod that utilizes the assets generated by the app. But like I mentioned earlier, Bardo is the only one working on it, and we need programmers, because the next thing we are planning to work on is implementing a physics system. And what it does is it allows us to use things like complex collisions to make diagonal and sloped stuff. We also will start working on implementing an animation system that will lead to, you know, combat systems. Yes, that'd be cool, man. Anyway, I will upload a video about the details and how we're planning to use Ko-Fi to support all developers' work. So if this sounds interesting to you and you're a programmer and you want to help, contact me through Discord or X. And if you just want to help boost the devs' work, go to my Ko-Fi page. All the support will go straight to the developers for us to make something really, really good. Now with that said, After 2 months of non-stop effort in rebuilding 18 models and learning so much about Minecraft's limits, everything was worth it. Redoing everything wasn't just the right choice, it was the necessary one. But I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys, so thank you. The last update was 8 months ago, and your patience and support means everything. But even more was Bardo, because without him, nothing would have happened. Seriously, nothing. So Bardo, thank you, man. And you know what? This is just the beginning. Remember, the goal is to recreate Bloodborne inside Minecraft. Shh! Don't say it, Sony. Yeah, if you liked the video, share it, like it, do whatever. With that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.